An idea what the last couple of months have been like for you, man. I know how desperate you were to get something booked for February and then end up having to wait. So what the last couple of months been like for you?
Just the life of a fighter. Sometimes you got ups, you got downs, and it's the business. I get it.
You were peaking for such a big fight, though, right? I mean, I gotta think that was one that had you super motivated. So how hard was it to kind of have it just taken away from you? I know you lose fights for a number of reasons in this business, but that's a weird one.
I mean, it made sense. He was ranked, I think, number 1 or number 2 at the time, and then, the champion got hurt, so he's going to get called to duty. He's not going to continue to fight me when he's got an opportunity for more money. I would have done the same thing, so I don't fault him for that, and then he did well, and he won his fight.
Yeah. How hard was it for you to kind of keep your body right, your mind right? Because I know you're trying to work for dates and peak and that sort of thing. Did you have to dial yourself back a little bit? Did you kind of keep going? What was it?
I mean, I'm not as young as I used to be, so trying to just keep that steady peak is probably not the best for me. And but I got a smart team, and we got a good protocol, and I was able to kind of wean off and then come back at the right time.
Has it been tough for you? Because I know you were disappointed with the last result, so I'm sure you were ready to get that taste out of your mouth, so to speak. So has it been tough, dealing with that a little extra longer?
No, not really, man. I mean, I needed that, because I was unraveling a little bit. And it's, sometimes it's a little toxic to not losing that long. It's a long time, and having that champion set mentality. It just let me know that I need to start over again like I did when I was over there, and it's a process, I was just trying to replace something that was more ego-driven, and me being a champion, and I just was coming over here and I wanted to be a champion again, it was just like I was a champion, now I need to be a champ, and I just forgot about the process.
Interesting. So you feel like your focus wasn't in the right place, basically?
Totally wasn't in the right place. It was mostly ego-driven. I mean, it was definitely financial-driven, but mostly ego. I just wanted to be champion again. I had my old toys taken away from me, and I wanted new toys again,
Interesting. So you feel like a hungrier guy now, or more driven? What is it?
Absolutely. Just focused, and I'm just done with the Hollywood stuff. I just want to just do my job here, and take care of business on Saturday, obviously with a W, and go back home and take care of the rest of my family and everything like that. Make sure my students are good and stuff like that. Normal human being stuff.
Lastly for me, what do you think about the matchup itself? I mean, you fought some very, very tough guys. He's a big, tough guy. Yeah. Where does he rank up there?
He's up there with the rest of them. I mean, everybody in the UFC is tough. You wouldn't get here if you weren't tough. He's a big, strong dude. Coming to throw big, strong, big kicks, big punches. He's probably worked on a lot of things. He's gonna probably be worried about going down to the ground. But I'm a well-faceted MMA fighter, and I'm gonna use my intelligence in there, and I'll get the job done.
Just following up on that, I mean, obviously Santos coming in on a 4-fight win streak,
right.
But was there ever a point where, because you lost the Romero fight, you were coming off the Rockhold fight, you were looking for someone maybe a little higher up in the division, or were you happy with, the Santos deal?
I mean, absolutely. I was looking for a higher person, but at the same time, I'm still a new guy in the UFC. Regardless of the things that I've done in the sport of MMA, I gotta, follow the protocol a little bit. And there's a lot of guys that have been fighting here for a long time. And, I need to just, understand that I'm ranked in the top 10. And if I need to defend my spot, Rockhold defended his spot, then that's something that I have to do.
Having fought Rockhold, I mean, he's been talking about going up to light heavyweight. You fought in both weight classes. How do you think he'd fare?
I think that he would, I wish him the best, I wish him the best. And he's a big guy, when I fought him in there, I could feel that, he can probably easily go up to 205. So, I wish the best for him.
All right, last one for me. What's the key to success for you come Saturday against Santos?
Just use my intelligence. That's my biggest weapon.
You trained with Corey quite a bit in the past. You're both fighting in the same card. Do you enjoy kind of coming up with someone and fighting on the same night, or would you rather have kind of more of the attention on yourself and kind of focus on what you need?
It doesn't really matter. I mean, when it's time for him to fight, all the focus will be on him. And when it's time for me to fight, all the focus will be on me. I mean, training with guys and being on the same card with them does bring some good energy into the lead up and the build up and stuff like that. But that's not something that I necessarily need. It does feel good though.
You said you weren't in the right headspace, and that was largely ego-driven. Do you think that ego was due to that big win streak you're on?
Absolutely. Absolutely, it changes you. If you're not careful, this sport will change you. When you start to win and you get pushed in a certain direction, you become a rock star. And I'm done with that shit. I'm 36 years old. I've been fighting for 11 years, and right now I got a goal to be the champion, and I'm gonna do that very humbly. I'd like to do that very humbly.
So because those win streaks can kind of feed your ego like that, Santos is on a bit of a win streak. Do you think you know where the headspace he might be in right now?
No, he's taking some losses. A 4-fight win streak is something that's not uncommon for me. I've fought guys on 5-fight, 6-fight, 7-fight, long fight win streaks, and you know it's just one of those things. He's been winning, and he's confident in his abilities right now, and he's going to try to impose those things on me on Saturday, and it's my job to shut that down.
You say intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
Can you elaborate on what intelligence means to you? What does it mean to fight intelligently for David Range?
You know, making the right decisions on the flight of the moment. You know, like a good race car driver. You know, he's got to have good instincts, good reflexes. You know, so you know, for me, it's my intelligence. What kind of decisions are you going to make during the course of this time? If the guy comes running at you real crazy, are you going to do this? Are you going to do that? What are the things that you're going to do? You know, the way that I break fighters down is intelligently. You know, I try to go and target their weaknesses, and I use repetitive attacks on their weaknesses. I'm not going to fight you at your strength, you know, and because I can fight at a multifaceted, you know, aspect of fighting, you know, if you're not good at a certain area, I'm going to focus my attacks there, you know. That's just the way it's going to go. It's no secret.
And one last one for you. You said that you kept a steady peak, but you weaned off and came back at the right time.
Mm-hmm.
How did you do that specifically? Was there something in your training, in your nutrition, in your diet? Where was it that you weaned back on?
When I was preparing for Yoel, it was the training was very, very difficult. Obviously, because he's an animal, you know. I mean, not you know, he's a human, but like he's very, very good, and so the training was quite different. So I needed to stop that and let my body kind of recalibrate back to like normal a little bit, and then I started another training camp.
Cool. Thanks, Dan.
Thanks a
Appreciate
lot.
it.
Hey,